Hi everyone, in this video I will walk you through how to create a physical mapping from scratch in Flow Studio. Flow Studio is a visual data transformation environment where we can design, build and manage end-to-end data pipelines. For this demo, I'll be building revenue summary use case where we combine data from CRM and ERP to calculate revenue to load the final summarized output into the data mart table. The sources are already configured here. We have CRM, ERP and also the data mart where the final output will be stored. So let's directly jump into the Flow Studio page. So before we begin, just a quick overview of the structure. Domain pipelines are used for orchestration. Physical layers represent the source systems like CRM and ERP. Physical mappings are where we design transformation like the one we'll build now. So before creating a new mapping, I'd like to briefly show some of the examples that I've already made using Flow Studio. So here, this mapping analyzes customer order behavior by combining customer, order line to generate the aggregated insights. Here, I have built another mapping that combines product and pricing information to understand how price plans are distributed across the product categories. So these examples basically demonstrate how we can combine different sources, apply transformations, and generate analytical outputs. Similarly, multiple mappings can be created depending on the business use case. In this demo, I'll focus on building one such mapping from scratch, a revenue summary using both CRM and ERP data. You can see we have successfully created the revenue summary mapping page, and now we'll bring in all the tables. Now I'll bring in the join component to combine all these data sets. So in Flow Studio, a single join can handle multiple inputs using ingroups, which helps keeping the design simpler and easier to view. Now I will start connecting the attributes. So we have successfully added all the required attributes to the join component. Now I will define the relationship of these joins. So I have kept the join type as left outer join, so the main data flow is preserved while enriching it with related attributes. So essentially, I am building one combined data set that contains customer information, transaction details, and product attributes all together. So Flow Studio also allows us to build this using multiple join components. I could have actually added customer order to one join, and then I would have added that join to order line. So it's up to the person who is using it how they want their structure to be shown and how they want the viewers to understand their structure. So in this case, I have used one join and have added all the data sets in one join itself. So now I'll calculate revenue using the expression component. I'll add the required attributes. So expression is used to create new derived fields. So to add a field, we are supposed to just right click on a mouse and we'll get this option. And here we have it. I'll rename it to total revenue. I'll set the data type as number. The expression. Perfect. So we have successfully created this another attribute called total revenue. So this will calculate revenue at row level, and so at this stage each row now has its own calculated revenue, but it's not summarized yet. So to summarize it, we are going to add the aggregate component. So the aggregate component is used to group data and apply functions like sum. We can set customer type with group by, product category by group by, total revenue by aggregate, and we can set it as sum. Perfect. So now we get total revenue for each customer type and product category combination. This was basically our business requirement. So now I'll bring the target table from the data mart. Yes, now I'll map customer type to customer type. And done. So this is how we build physical mapping from one end to another end. So for you to view this mapping in different ways, so currently we have this view in the expand all format. Then I click on align components. It looks much better. It aligns your tables in a much neater way. And now you can again click on expand all. So yeah. And in this mapping, I have used aggregate, expression, and join components. But Flow Studio also provides other components like filter for conditional logic, set for combining datasets, and split for branching flows. So depending on the use cases, we can use different combinations. So in this demo, we successfully combined CRM and ERP data, calculated revenue using expression, summarized it using aggregate, and loaded it into data mart table. This is complete end-to-end physical mapping in Flow Studio. And also, once you're done making a mapping, don't forget to click intermediate save button, because if you don't click that, you will lose everything you've created so far. So even if you are at any step of building a physical mapping, I would advise to keep clicking on intermediate save so you won't lose whatever you've made so far. And that's it with the physical mapping. Thank you.